The Dr. Phil show has generated controversy and left its audience gulping since the first episode. Dr. Phil doesn't flinch from any subject and calmly delves into each guest story. As the unbelievable details spill out, the people involved are carved into the audience memory. In today's video, we are going to discuss the most famous guests from Dr. Phil's show. Danielle Bregoli. It's hard to think about Dr. Phil without Danielle and her signature "Cash Me Outside" tagline. Danielle's mother told Dr. Phil that her daughter was totally out of control and she didn't know what else to do. Danielle smiled back as she showed off snatching her mom's credit cards and car. She had no embarrassment for the problems that she was causing to her family. She also threatened to fight both Dr. Phil and the audience. However, no one was affected by her strong front. As Dr. Phil revealed, Danielle carried a lot of fear and pain in her heart. Her parents got divorced and her mother survived cancer on 2 occasions. Danielle slept in her mother's bed on most nights. It looked like her bad girl act was clearly a defense mechanism against the suffering of losing her mom. Danielle was catapulted to success when videos of her bratty attitude went viral. She now performs under the stage name of Bhad Bhabie and owes some of her success to her surprising interview on the show. Carla Perry. Carla's story is extremely tragic. After separating from her husband, Carla fell victim to a terrible online scam. She started communicating with a person who was claiming to be Tyler Perry. Carla thought that this person was the filmmaker and playwright. Tyler Perry is a rich professional, but still, Carla obtained text and broken English for requesting money. When she arrived on a Dr. Phil show, she was limited with the facts. In an additional twist, Dr. Phil appeared to be close friends with Tyler Perry. He confirmed to Carla and her fearful daughters that this relationship was not real. Despite this, Carla defended her story till the end of her interview. Peyton and David. Brave Peyton came up on the Dr. Phil show to make peace with her father, David. David was a member of the Ku Klux Klan. His daughter looked back on her childhood and recalled the praise of Hitler, white supremacist rants, and even burning crosses. David was arrested after planning to bomb an abortion clinic. After his release, he found that his daughter Peyton had granted birth to her first child. A loving father would be overjoyed to meet his grandson, but David refused to accept that his grandchild was even a human being. According to David, his biracial grandson can't be his family. He denied his beautiful daughter Peyton by leaving her feel rejected. David was so angry and surprising that he won't be forgotten anytime soon. Little Mackenzie. Well, it turned out that not every little girl is the model of sweetness that society expects. Many children suffer from hard behavioral issues and mental health conditions. Little Mackenzie appears to be suffering and her behavior is influencing her family. During her interview with Dr. Phil, Mackenzie's mother described terrible behavior at home. Mackenzie had thrown scissors at a teacher, assaulted her bus monitor, and called her mother with some harsh names. She also assaulted family pets and was aggressive to her baby brother. Mackenzie had been given many different diagnoses, but her mother was still trying to control her harmful behavior. Patricia. Patricia surprised the audience and Dr. Phil with her shocking lies and deception. She told her friends and family that she was dying from stage 3 brain cancer. Well, this is not the only lie that she told about her health. She also claimed to have lost 100 pounds in 1 week. Patricia said that he has had more than a dozen strokes and has even took money from fundraising events for her medical expenses. There is no proof at all that Patricia was ever sick. Dr. Phil reviewed her medical records with her to verify that she wasn't dying. Aneska. 12-year-old Aneska was as beautiful as she was caring. She had shown so much violent and annoying behavior that her siblings and parents no longer felt safe around her. On the show, Aneska looked calm as Dr. Phil discussed her life with her. Her expression almost changed as she explained finding a nest full of baby birds and crushing each one to death. This wasn't the first time when little Aneska had murdered an animal in cold blood either. She also beat the family hamster to death with a heavy metal flashlight. Zachary Davis. Zachary Davis may have been Dr. Phil's most annoying guest till now. When he was only 15 years old, Davis bludgeoned his mother to death with a sledgehammer. The young man's mental health was obviously sick during his interview on the show. He reported his actions during the grisly killing of his mother as if he were portraying folding laundry. The interview offended viewers and gave them a unique glimpse into the personality of a cold-blooded killer. Davis spoke to Dr. Phil in a steady monotone saga. It was evident to Dr. Phil that Zachary exhibited symptoms of mental illness. Alright, that's it for today. If you liked watching our content, please consider subscribing to our channel by clicking the subscribe button down below.